Hey, hello, hi everybody. Welcome to my live. Welcome to my channel. If you're watching this on replay, please don't forget to do the hashtag replay. Let me know how you're doing. And yeah, welcome. Let's see. We have 4 people in here, and Tammy is saying hello, Mia. Hi, Tammy. How are you doing, sweetie? How is your David? I hope you're doing good. I'm I'm doing good. Um, Still having weird hair, but okay. It's been a nice weekend. The weather's beautiful, still beautiful, even though in a few hours it's supposed to pour. And I mean, raining dogs and cats, or cats and dogs, whatever that saying is. So, yeah. But I mean, as long as it doesn't rain Saturday, I'm good. I'm good. So, yeah. If that's how it is. Hi, Michelle. How's sweetie? How are you doing? How's Sebastian? My little naughty. Yeah. We just had dinner like usual. I'm not stuffed this time. That's a good thing, right? I'm not stuffed. Like I sometimes have been. I'm like, ugh. We had it's called chili chicken, which it isn't really that strong. Alana, hey honey, how are you doing? Oh, you sleeping, Michelle, and you're okay? That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Um, yeah. Melanie, bonjour. How are you doing? It's been a while. I hope you're doing well, girl. I wonder how you to say your last name. Hubert, maybe? I don't know. French isn't a strong suit. I'm very sorry, but it isn't. I took French, but yeah, the teacher was a drunk and didn't do very well. Okay. So yeah, I also had Spanish like 5 years later, but I wasn't into it. I don't know. Thank you, Michelle. Yes, hit that thumbs up button, you guys. And Melanie, I'm good. Back from visiting my parents. My last name sounds familiarly a bear. Okay, a bear. A bear. I can remember that. Hmm. It's kind of like when people want to know how to pronounce my last name. It's like, because some Americans wanted to be Henson, Warming Hanson. It's like, yeah, well, it's okay, but that's not really how I pronounce it. Yeah. Even over here, I have to spell it, and it was even worse before David and I got married. I had two special names, and I had to spell it every time, and I'm like, it's not that hard. I mean, and it shouldn't be hard in this city because my middle name is the same as a big factory we used to have. Not that I'm in any way facilitated with that factory, but I mean, it was spelled the same, so I didn't, why is this so hard? I don't know. I mean, I think it is easier for Americans to get the warming part because, warming up. Uh, I don't know. This is getting weird right off the bat, right? Starting with how you spell or say your name, and yeah, and I'm tipping the table all over. I'm sorry. It's a shaky day. don't know what to do with these. It doesn't seem to grow, these cowlicks. How can I always feel like I want to cut them off, but that'll only make it worse, right? But it's this little kind of weird curl here. Can't do anything about it. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, oh, that's hard. Right after bed, I'm yawning. That's gonna be a great life or something. How are you guys? Oh, thank you, Tammy. I love pink. Usually it's a little darker pink, but this one is cute. Yeah, I like I like pink. I like purple. Really, I love most colors except yellow, which I like yellow, but not in a close. And even though I do have black tops, I prefer color. Yeah, maybe I need to get rid of all those black ones. Mm. Okay, Tammy. But yeah. Oh, I still need to film a post review of that one. I might do that tomorrow. Well, it depends on the weather. I don't know. It has to be be a little light in there because if it's gloomy, it's gonna look weird. And I can't do it in here because my table isn't very deep, so I would have to move it around all the time. I know, but I really do love it. What is my favorite DMC? Oh, that is a good question, Melanie. Um, what is my favorite DMC? Mm, in this painting that I'm doing right now, the Virgo one, my favorite is this 3805. It's this, oh, I can't really see it. Can you? No, it's this dark pink. So beautiful. 3805. That is the favorite in this one. But I have so many. I mean, I'm drawn towards the purple and the pink and the reds. I know a lot of people say that 666 is their favorite. Maybe no. And a lot of people like 550 and 333, and those are beautiful as well. But there are so many beautiful purples. So I don't know. Alana, I see you finished Question of Reality. That didn't take you long at all. No, it took me 2 months? A month? Where did I start that one? Hang on. Where's my book? 2 months, I think, right? Where did I put my book? Here. Oh, God. My book. I think. Nope, that's wrong. Yeah, 2 months it took me to finish that one. So, I mean, some people would be able to finish it faster, but for me, it's quite okay. I mean, there is a lot of confetti. But yeah, Melanie, I tend to go towards darker color palettes. Every time I diamond paint, I say, ooh, I love that color, and it's 154. That one is beautiful, though. That is a dark purple, right? If I remember correctly. That is beautiful as well. But I do like, the pop colors. I mean, yeah. Hi, Nina. Are you tired? What did you do since you're tired? Oh, yeah. And I mean, on a question of reality, I love all the colors. I mean, the oranges and then the bright blues. I love those as well. And the yellow, and I mean, it's just I love colors. I mean, I did the boy who lived, which was a lot of browns, but then it had the pop of colors around him, which made it a lot better. Um, but oh, those browns! Oh my god! And I do have other darker ones, so I'm like, okay. And now I'm like, okay, this diamond painting, the Virgo one. I mean, I'm on the second to last row already. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do after this one? Because I need to be finished before the 1st of November. In you know, hopefully I get my muka before then. It depends on how long the Jade's factory needs. Um, but yeah, so I need to figure out which one to do because it can't be too small, but it also can't be too big. So I'm like, meh, which one? Which one? I don't know. Nina, I had a Nina crazy week. Ceramic workshop Wednesday afternoon, choir in the evening. Oh yeah, right. You said that. So how was the ceramics and the choir, by the way? Okay, Tammy. Nina mini concert with the choir Friday evening and eat together fall fest with so many people. And you know me in my head. I'm getting tired just reading that. I mean, my head and my mental capacity would be over. I mean, no, that would be a crazy, crazy media week as well. I mean, no, 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 no. Timothy, hey love, how are you doing? See, I need to call you Timothy because we have the other Tammy, and if I say Tammy and then you both say yes, we have an issue, right? You had your ego boosted, Nina? How so? See, we have Tammy and Tammy, so we have Timothy and Tammy. That makes it, oh, Tam Tam. Timothy is Tam Tam. Even though that's not what I usually call you. I mean, no. I don't know. Is my fan bothering you? It's so hot. Timothy is great. I know, love. I know. Nina, a long story short, a young sweet girl started the same day as me, and we just found each other. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, Nina. So happy to hear that. Hmm. Yeah. My fan is fine. Thank you, Timothy. I like, is it too loud? Is it? Please let me know. I need to figure out what I did this week. Right. And how hot is it? Well, it's not that hot. I think it's about 24 Celsius, which is what, 80 something? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what the Google says. It's 23 where you are, Nina. I think I just saw 24 here. But let's go with 23 Celsius to Fahrenheit. That is 73. Well, that's not much at all. 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, well, it's 73, around 73 here. Nina, and Friday she told me that she has been a little confused because she thought that we were almost the same age. She thought I was no more than 25. Nina, I love when that happens. When people go like, I can't remember seeing you in school or when I without. I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, you can't be that much older than me. Well, love, you know what? I'm kind of 45 in a second. It's 45 with 10 years. So I'm in between Timothy and Tammy. Just, but yeah, it's nice. It's going to get a lot colder because we're getting all that rain in, and then the temp goes like, I mean, on my birthday, it's supposed to be like, what, 16 degrees, which is, I don't know, yeah, 16 degrees is around, 60 Fahrenheit. So that is what it's supposed to be on my birthday. I'm like, but in my head, that's kind of crazy. But we still talked all evening while eating. It's cool and terrifying to me. Yeah, I think it's cool. You made a new friend, Nina. That is so good. Very, very good. So, yeah, that is not bad at all. So, what are you all working on? Let me know, let me know. Ouch. So funny, my hair can't decide whether it wants to be straight or curly today. Some of it is a little curly, and another part of it is straight. And I need to figure out how to treat it, take care of it, because it's bone dry. And then I went looking at the curly girl method called, and then it says that it is low porosity, if I'm getting that right, and it needs protein. And I'm like, how do I know if shampoo or whatever has protein in it? I'm not a hair expert, and I'm not going to pay like a gazillion dollars to do my hair. Tammy is working on Autumn Treasure. Let's see if I remember that one. Yeah, I think that's a beautiful one, Tammy. Nina has started 12 Days of Christmas by Hannah Lynn while waiting on the missing drills. They haven't left the stage yet, though. Well, it can take a while when it's only drills. And Michelle is working on that same one as Tammy. That is cool. You should, share pictures or something. Yeah, I'm working on Virgo, and I'm, almost, not quite, but almost halfway on my fourth row that I've made taller to make it fit with the perforation. So yeah. Dawn, hey sweetie, how are you? And happy early birthday for Tuesday. Nina, oh, and by the way, the girl is also diamond painting. Oh, so we had a good laugh when the straight drill made it. Oh, that's when the straight drill made an appearance. Nice. So did you tell her about Diamond Art Club so that she can get premium kits? Melanie, it's 55 where I am currently. That's not much. That is a kind of cold summer, Melanie. Alana working on Sedona Majesty. Oh, one more row to go. Yay! Was it last Tuesday, Dawn? Oh, gosh darn it. It was. Sorry, Dawn. I'm a bad friend. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Happy belated birthday. uh, Nina, I did. She's a student, though, but she loved it when I showed her the app. She doesn't have to get 5 at a time. But yeah, I get it. No, it is a worry, Dawn. I should remember. Gosh darn it. Who had their birthday yesterday? Oh. It's Alana that has her birthday on Tuesday. I knew somebody had a birthday. Happy early birthday to you, Alana, and happy belated birthday to Dawn. Such a bad friend. Do we have any other birthdays other than friends I have here? No, no. We have another birthday on the 17th. You're welcome. Send picture in Messenger. Oh, that one looks cute. So you're just missing the middle of it, Tammy? Oh, there you go. I love the colors, by the way. All those greens. Uh, you saw a TMO mean or a TMI? Uh, if you have a birthday in September, you know what your dad gave your mom for Christmas. I know that. I'm probably conceived right around Christmas. I mean, my birth, well, I would have to be before because I am born in week 37. This my birthday is week 37. So I mean, if I'm right on time, it was more of a second advent, maybe. I don't know. Early birthday, Christmas present. I don't know. Or maybe they got the date wrong and I was, because I'm always like, between Christmas and New Year's that year, they had a big snowstorm. So it would make sense, right? That people were, you know, Michelle, Mia, I can't believe my great nephew is gonna be 6. They're growing up too fast, right? It's kind of like I can't believe Rosa is 4. I mean, she was just born a second ago. They're growing up so fast. So fast. I mean, that I don't know who allowed them to grow up that fast. But it's a fun age, Michelle. That 6, they understand a lot. They have the vocabulary, and again, they are just not mature enough to get everything. And sarcasm isn't necessarily something they get, even though Rosa gets sarcasm, and she's using it herself. 4 years old. Nina, September has the most birthdays. Well, I mean, a lot of people do around Christmas, right? I'm just saying. I mean, so yeah. Hey, all my lovely viewers, would you mind hitting that like button? Apparently, it does help a lot. And, yeah. I mean, I am honest. I wouldn't be me if I wasn't honest, right? And direct and upfront. You never know. I mean, for some reason, there isn't really any filter between my brain and my mouth. It's just out there, right? hmm hmm I wonder if my husband is. Ah, he's in his room. I was kind of like, is he watching the show without me? I'm waiting for them to get married. I mean, in the show. So I would be a little upset if he watched it without me. Ah, dear. Yes. It's so weird. I haven't watched half the show, and now I'm kind of like, I can't watch it without me. I want to see them get married. And the show is Chicago Fire, by the way. I don't know how many of you have seen it. I know that Timothy sees it, but I don't know who else is seeing it. It's kind of funny, interesting. And then you can go down, a rabbit hole if you start, reading and looking at things, and down the rabbit hole you go. So you're like, I now know more things than I guess David knows because I'm a curious little thing. Well, I'm not little, but I'm curious and I want to know things. And then I look up one thing and it kind of spreads out from there because then there is, oh, have you seen this? And oh, then there's that article, that's referenced from the article that you're reading. And all of a sudden, I'm all over the place. And I'm like, ooh, I didn't know that. And, oh, did you know that? Like, for instance, one of the guys on Squad 3 in the show is actually a firefighter on the station they film in. I did not know that until I ended up in some article that I don't know how I ended up there. Michelle, guess who accepted your Instagram request? I don't know, Michelle. Who did? Nina, if an electrician accidentally cuts off the electricity to the freezer and fridge, doesn't notice and all the food gets ruined, is it the firm that should pay for it? Um, or your insurance. Michelle, Adam? Adam who? I'm sorry, Michelle, but there's a lot of Adams. Adam from Sparkly. He's the sweetest. So if it's him, yay you. Okay, Adam Spark, Diamond Spark. God darn it! I always forget the last one. Nope, not there. Let's Google Adam Lee Diamonds. There you go. No, Spark Lee Diamonds is his name. Spark Lee Diamonds. Exactly, Michelle. Spark. It's the same with Angel. That's Spark Lee something as well. No, Angel Lee. I'm not doing very well today. Yeah, Angel Lee Rose. Horrible. I can't talk today. I can't speak. I can't English today. I'm so sorry. I don't make any sense at all. Bro, I don't know. It's okay. Well, at least you get a laugh out of it, me trying to speak and it making no sense at all. It was like, blah. Or I get a laugh out of it myself. Oh gosh, darn it. 2 liters of water. That's kind of heavy. Don't forget to hydrate. Melanie, are you still in here? Because I need to see if I can get you. Melanie, when is your birthday? Can't remember if I got you on my list. March. That is my mom's birthday. Well, then I have an excuse to celebrate that day. Melanie. Yeah, right. I shall not forget. There you go, all day long. Do repeat every year. And put in your color. There you go. You're in my. Hey, Rhonda. How are you doing? It's been a while. I think. Is that the 8th? Right, it is. International Women's Day. Well, thank you. Oh, that's kind of cool, Dawn. How are you doing, Rhonda? You enjoyed it, Rhonda? Oh, I'm so happy you liked that video. So, how many of you have seen it? My trip to the museum farm. Yeah, you celebrate 2 days. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I love it up there. Um, I will bring you up there when they have an event up there. Only I can't, talk. I'll film a little and I might take some pictures. But yeah, I can't really walk around up there chit chatting with a gazillion people around me. Yeah. Hey, Rhonda, when is your birthday? You enjoy that, Alana? I'm happy. Rhonda's birthday is October 7th. Thank you. I'm trying to get my friends' birthdays down so that I know when to say happy birthday, and hopefully I'll do better with Dawn next year. There you go. Rhonda is in my calendar. We're getting there with the people. So now I have around 18 people, I think. But I'm happy you liked that video. I enjoyed making it. I love walking around and, you know, talking to the animals. And hi, Angel. How are you doing, honey? Hope you're doing well. Getting ready for your life. So yeah, I was kind of like, oh, I'm kind of sad that I can't go in, to look inside. But I will next time when they're open. You haven't watched it yet, Dawn? Oh, you have to do that later. I hope you like it. I mean, it's 5 minutes from here. I mean, yeah. But basically, once you've seen that, you've seen most of my village. Now I'm like, what am I supposed to show you next? I mean, David is like a gazillion, you can go to that beach and you can go out to that area. And I'm like, yeah, but I also want to go into town, to maybe show you around, where I grew up, where I went to school, the beach that I grew up by, and spend all my summers. Yeah. I haven't watched it either, Melanie. Still catching up on being away. You know what? It's not going anywhere. It'll be there forever. You're doing good, Angel. I'm happy to hear it. I'm happy to hear it. Your birthday, I have down October 14th. I don't have Adams in my calendar. His is May, right? If I remember correctly. Can you tell me, Angel, when is Adam's birthday? Because he told me, but I didn't get it down. Is it the fifth? Ha! I remember just as you wrote it. Oh, 36. He's a baby. I mean, I'm 45 in 6 days. Why am I doing all of these birthdays like that? I'm basically just doing them for myself. Every year, standard verification. He's in. Um, yeah, I need to figure out who. Melanie, it's on the 14th, so next Saturday. Well, this Saturday, right? What did you say? This Saturday, was that yesterday or is it the 14th? You had 16? 16 what? I'm sorry. Um, there. Oh, no, no, 14th. 14th. And the 15th is our wedding anniversary. So I am going to be live on my anniversary. Not that we'll celebrate it, but we're not big on celebrating. It's basically, it's a day. It isn't that, I don't know, we just don't. I don't know why. We never really, yeah, we never really did. It's kind of funny, right? I mean, some people celebrate and celebrate, and we just never did. Hang on, I'm trying to fix my mistake here. There you go. I made a boo boo in my calendar. What are we doing here? Oh, thank you. I think the boo boo has been corrected. So, yeah. Hi, man. And again, I don't think that we have any big plans for Saturday. I mean, we're going out to eat. We usually do that if, David has off on our birthdays. We go to this kind of like, it's not fast food, but they serve ribs and burgers and but fancy, not cheap in any way. And then if you're on your birthday, you get a free medium rib. So usually David eats that one, because I usually get a small. I can't eat that much if I'm supposed to have ice cream as well and a bowl of salad. I can't eat that much. I always go home with a stomach ache anyway. Melanie, I have the exact same fan as yours in the back. Good thing fall weather is here for me. as it died last week after 5 years. Oh no, I think mine is two, three. I can't remember, but I love it. And it goes all the way. Right now, it's on level 4, and it goes all the way up to 10. But I practically never has it higher than 5, maybe 6, because if I do, like even on 6, it feels like I'm in a storm. I'm like my hair is flying if I don't have it in a tie. I mean, even now at a 4, my release papers is waking. Leanne, hi honey, how are you doing? I was just thinking about you. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah. How's the rain going down there, Leanne? I mean, we're supposed to get a lot of rain. Plus, I mean, mm, we do get more clouds now. I mean, it's cloudy with a chance of blue. You're waiting for your youngest to come and help you move a rug. Oh God, I try to remember David, right? No. Is his name David? We do have a lot of Davids by now. Mm. Dawn is making barbecued ribs for dinner. Melanie says, "Ooh, barbecue ribs sounds delicious. What what time should I be there?" Yeah, well, I had my dinner, so yeah, absolutely gorgeous here right now. Later this week, uh, we are watching the golf. Jacob, yeah, yeah, I saw your post that you're supposed to be on a what tornado storm watch. Yeah, that's not gonna be fun. We're just gonna get a lot of rain. 6 p.m. for dinner. That's Don. What are you? Are you east? I'm horrible. I can't remember all your time zones. I know that Leanne is central, and I know that Lee is eastern. Yeah, and the rest of you, Melanie. Oh, you're eastern. I thought so. I thought so. So that's midnight here that you're having dinner. Well, I mean, that is too early. I can't be there that fast. Yeah. I need at least, I don't know, how long does it take? Um, I don't know. I think it depends on where you're going. Let's ask Google. How long does it take to fly? Let's just say New York. You know what? It takes 8 or 9 hours. How can it take that long? 9 hours from the closest airport to New York is what Google says. Yeah, I know if there's a strike, it takes even longer, but that is crazy. Huh. But if you really want it, I could fly over to, let's just say, New York for about $200. You saved me some, Don. Well, I think it'll be easier if you just make new ones when I get over there. I mean, can't believe it. Like 9, 10 hours, and then I would have to go to the airport, right? But it isn't really that bad. I mean, I was sure that it would be like $400 or $500 to fly over there, but I guess I don't know. Yeah, $200 isn't too bad. Maybe like 210, 20. I don't know. That's not too bad. But then again, then you have hotel and food and pocket money. Yeah, you're 2 hours from New York City, right? Yeah, that's cheap, cheap. But then again, you have all that those, and then that's one way, so you have to go back again, and then there's all the. But then again, I mean, silly thought, right? It's just silly. So if I decided to go to the U.S., right, and I was going to go all over and whatnot, I would have a lot of friends to live by, stay by. I mean, there would be things that I would absolutely need to see. This card is driving me crazy. Meals are not included anymore. Oh no, I know that, Nina. The last few times we were in Turkey, we had to pay for food. Well, I think one of the times we didn't. We just ate in the airport, even though that is expensive. But it was still cheaper than getting food on the plane, and we ate better in the airport. But yeah, it isn't included anymore. I know that. Kind of crazy, especially thinking that even the most plane rides are getting more expensive. I don't know. The end. Where would you travel from if you were going to Denmark? Can you fly directly, or do you have to like stop in New York or? Okay, Don. I mean, what would you? Or maybe Miami. I don't know. Where would you go to? I mean, I think you would have a stop in Frankfurt or London. Yeah. You know how you always say, that when you're going to Denmark one day, that I should just get a lot of things shipped to you. I already know one thing that I want to try. You flew to London, yeah, that sounds reasonable. Yeah, because most people go either London or Frankfurt, depending on where. Uh, I don't know, maybe either the airline or where they're coming from. Maybe I don't know. I wonder if we could fly directly to Chicago. See, I have Chicago on my head, but it may be the time that we went from Amsterdam. Right, they have one too. I mean, I'm just usually it's Frankfurt or Heathrow, usually. Um, but I mean, what do I know? I've never traveled to the U.S., but I want to. I need to win the lottery. Well, at least somebody has to win the lottery. If not me, then somebody that'll take me to the U.S. so that I. The other day I was like saying to David, "Oh, if we ever win the lottery, we can take a 3 month trip to the U.S." And he was like, "And what about the cats?" I'm like, "Oh, dang it! I didn't think of those." I was like, oh, then I could do this and places to see and people to see, places to go and people to see. So I was like 3 months. Yeah. Oh, wait, now that I think about it, we had to go to Sweden for business and then went to Copenhagen for fun. What business did you have in Sweden? Now I'm curious. I don't get Swedes. I don't understand them. They speak a weird language that doesn't make any sense to me. But David says that um, the further north you go in Sweden, the easier it is to understand them, which makes no sense to me. And the further south you go, the more weird they speak. And I'm like, you know what? I believe you. I do believe you. I don't understand them no matter what. I just speak English. And in the Seminole way, I don't understand a word coming out of their mouth. I can read Norwegian if it's in Buckmood. But Don, I want you to stay with me when you both come here. I would love that. Don, I would love that. I would love to sit on that beautiful porch of yours to look over the Poconos. Angel is saying restocks and DAC. Yeah, I saw nothing, that I want, but I know that a lot of people are happy. But there wasn't any that I got today. And there wasn't any that I was in big need of. I'm kind of waiting, but isn't it a 20% off you're getting on your birthday? Because yeah, I'm waiting for that because then, God darn it, what is the name of the kit that I want? Um, is it Sneaky? No. Well, I'm going between two kits. I either want to get Sneaky Cat, that very long one, um, or Irradiant by Yume, which will be my first Yume. But I'm also kind of like, I really do want that Sneaky Cat. I I've been in love with that one since I found Diamond Art Club. And at first, I was like maybe a month or so ago, I thought it had been discontinued. I was like, no, 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 because they did that with Cat Lady. They discontinued that one before I even had a chance to get it. I was like, oh, damn it. Okay, Timothy. Hope it was a nice phone call. So, yeah. So maybe I just need to get Sneaky Cat and then eventually get Irradiance. I don't know. Tammy, my painting The Wizard will be here Wednesday so I can join in January. Yay! So happy, Tammy. My painting is right over there, waiting for January to come around. And yeah. I'm waiting for my Muka as well, and I'm kind of like, do I have to kit that one down when January comes around, or do I have enough storage to put that one away? I don't. I think I do. I think I do have enough storage because then, yeah, I don't know if I'd save the Muka one for summer with the masters, or if I'm just, you know, continuing it after the event, my event. I don't know. I'm not very. You see, that's why I usually prefer to do one painting. I mean, I start it and I continue until I'm done. Because with that one starting in November and doing it into December, I'm like, yeah, and then there will be a pause before I start it again, which means it'll look like I took forever to finish it. I mean, it will take me forever because it is a 60 by 180 centimeters. But I don't know. Maybe I should just, say, okay, I worked on it from this date to this date, took a break, and then I worked on it again from this date to this date. Would that make any sense? I don't know. I don't know. I'm 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 too perfectionistic for having more than one whip at a time. But I have to because yeah. Yeah, I saw that, Dawn, that you finished the Desert Hummingbird. Thank you, Leanne. Yes, please hit that like button. Now you're on a new one, right, Dawn? It's another hummingbird. It really did, Leanne. It turned out beautifully and amazing. So beautiful. Timothy has three whips and it's killing me. My head would spin. I mean, my head would spin. My head is spinning with just the thought of me having two. And again, I'm not going to work on them at the same time. I just have one that I'll put to the side, and my mind is blowing over here. I mean, my mind can't. My brain can't. Yeah. Dawn is sending pictures. Come on.
Hello, beautiful.
That was Linka, in case you was wondering. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? That's Dawn. And now she's working on another hummingbird. Is it correct? Did I read it correctly, Dawn, that you put sparklers and whatnot in this one so that the entire bird is sparkling extra? Right. That's the new hummingbird that she's working on. I would love to see hummingbirds. Yeah. Maybe one day I will. Oh, you did, right? I thought so. The entire hummingbird is sparklers. Leanne, do you have them in your garden? If I lived somewhere that had hummingbirds, I know that you have these feeders that you put sugar water into. I would totally have one of those. Um, Tammy, I have a huge chuck, a whip Alpine Serenity, only done a little bit on. That would stress me to no end. And I mean, I don't even have two whips yet, and I'm already stressed. I'm trying to figure out how to wrap my head around, having one that I'm doing and one that I'm put on a hold somewhere until you feed them all summer, Dawn. Oh, I would do so too. Have you ever tried having one of them in your hand? And how do you make sure that that happens? Do you have sugar water or something on your hand, then they land? Because I would love that. Oh, they're migrating to Mexico. Well, that makes sense. It's nice and warm down there. Hopefully, that'll make sense. kind of like most birds here. Yeah, yeah, they would be about to migrate now. Some a little later. The geese. When is the geese migrating? Have they started? Or is that here in September? I can't remember. I love watching them migrate. You have these big V's in the sky, and they just, especially the geese, and then they're like, wah, 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 and you can hear them. And yeah. Oh, there's little feeders for your hand. Ah, that's so cool, Don. I want to try that to see if I can have a hummingbird. And then I would want to film it. Look at this. I have a hummingbird in my hand. That would be cool. But then again, I'm easily entertained. I mean, small mind, small joys, isn't it? Kind of what it's like. It's kind of like I just bought a new top from Timu, and I love it because you have this totally disheveled black cat. It looks like it was electrocuted. And then it says, it's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine. And I'm, you know, I'm loving it. It's me in a nutshell, really. I'm like, on my bad days, just like, "Oh, I'm fine, it's good." They're curious. Ah, I really would love it. Stop it. Leanne has to run for a bit. Sun is coming to help me move this rock. Shouldn't take too long, I hope. That's okay, Leanne. Say hello to Jacob from me. The crazy Dane, just say that. See you soon. Yeah. Well, since Lee isn't here to give me my salted caramel M&Ms, I have to take them myself. I wonder what he's doing today. Or if Lenore is not feeling too well. That might be it. I'm trying to figure out what to bring for my knitting retreat. Knitting wise, of course. I mean, I have the little mini dazzles. I'm going to bring one of those. But I'm trying to figure out what to bring for knitting. Some of the other years I've been bringing, several different things to knit. Thank you, Dawn. Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up for our sweet host. Ah, thank you, Dawn. Um, so I'm trying to figure out what to bring, which is always interesting because usually I have several projects. I usually have a cloth, whether you want it to be a dishcloth or a washcloth. You usually have one of those for when we're, chit chatting somewhere where the light isn't good. And, that is just non thinking knitting. Then I will bring, some knitting that takes a little more brain power, like a dress for Rosa or a sweater or something like that, or something for myself. And then you have, which I'm not going to do that this year, but then you have the bragging knitting, that you bring that with intricate details and fine yarn and whatnot, and it looks ooh ooh ooh. That is the bragging knit, okay? I haven't really brought one of those, but a lot of people do, and they sit there, and people are like, "Oh, that looks so good. Oh, look, what yarn is that?" And I'm not really. I mean, I basically use the same two or three type of yarns. So I mean, I'm not fancy. I'm not a fancy girl. You should know that by now. I'm not fancy. I'm down to earth. I'm me, and you know what you get. I mean, what you see is what you get, right? I am ruthlessly honest. I am, if you ask me, I mean, you don't have to agree, but if you ask me, I'm hilarious in my own weird kind of way. At least I think I'm hilarious. I do. Do you know how often I laugh at my own jokes? Oh, by the way, I heard this funny dad joke, and now I can't remember it. Oh, I wanted to tell it to you because I thought it was so funny, and I can't remember it. Oh my god! Gosh darn it! I should have written it down. But anyway, that's me. Next time I see a funny dad joke, I need to write it down because that one was hilarious. There is this. I find reels with them every now and again. You have this couple. The lady is the one who constantly wants to tell her, I think, maybe husband or at least significant other. She tries to get him into these dad jokes and whatnot, knock knock jokes, and he's basically no, 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 and she keeps on, what do you, or knock knock or whatever, until he gives. And he already knows that it's going to be lame because it's a dad joke, right? And then most of the time she is rolling on the floor laughing at her own joke, and he's rolling his eyes at her. And I'm like, I would totally be her if David and I would do that. I'd be the one with the weird dad jokes, and David would kind of roll his eyes at me and go, you know what, you're weird. And I'd be, yeah, I know. What else is new? What else is new, right? Yeah. Oh, by the way, how many of you have tried these new little release papers from Diamond Art Club, the double-sided ones? They're good. They're really, really good. Even though they're small, I mean, these are 4x4s, right? And usually I use a 6x4, so I have to get used to these little ones, but it's actually okay. It's okay. Because at the same time, you feel like you're moving along faster because it's that much smaller. So you have the feeling of, oh, I'm getting done so much faster, even though you're not. It's kind of weird. But you're basically tricking your own brain into, oh, I'm finishing this square a lot faster than before, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I am working on the Virgo's face right now, and I was trying to bling up the the um, the Virgo zodiac thingy down here because it was basically just a yellow fairy dust. And I was like, I need something more. So I used a crystal around here that I got from leftovers from astronomer. And then I used a yellow, I think 154 something, also from that one. But I'm kind of like, should I maybe use something that is a bit um, more, it stands out more? Because right now I'm kind of, will it disappear? I mean, looking at it like this, it looks good. Yes, Angel, you heard bling. Okay, Melanie. So I'm kind of like, because I have this crystal that is an AB. I think it's 5200 AB. And I'm like, now should I put that here instead of that red crystal? I don't know. Because I want it to stand out. I want it to be different. I mean, should I just use those yellow fairy dusts that came with the kit, but I want it to be more. I want it to be more. Look at those beautiful shell. I mean, this kit, they are so beautiful. These shells. Look at you have that Easter oyster, and then you have the pearl. Look at that shine. It's ridiculous. It's so beautiful. But I had the same issue that I had with the question of reality, that the drills kind of pop a little. You would do it, Angel. You would put in these crystal ABs because I mean, looking at it like this, it looks good. But blah, what when I hang it? Will it kind of disappear? I don't know. I'm not very good at all this bringing up thingy, but it annoys me that the drills kind of, pop, because then other places they are little gaps between the drills, and I placed them smack in the middle. Even I do some color blocking, I do some multi placing. I am working on it, you guys. I am getting better. Uh, I'm still learning, yes. So that's gonna be fun. Oh, I'm not going to say who, but I've been invited to a few different lives by now, so I'm looking forward to that so much. So yeah, you're gonna see me several times in other people's lives, which is going to be so much fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I will let you know as we're getting closer to the dates, but I'm very honored to be asked, and yeah, going to be a lot of fun. One of them, I know the subject that we're going to talk about. The other, not yet. But yeah, and the one with the known subject is going to be amazing. Well, they both are, but with the subjects, it's it will be enlightening, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Nina, one, and not least, boo, hoo, 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 hoo. I'm not going to tell you right now, Nina. I will let you know as we get closer. Okay, one of them isn't that far out. I can tell you that it is within a month. Okay, that's what I can tell you. The other one is within a month and a half, so it isn't that far out. We're getting there, and I'm very excited for both of them. But yeah, I am looking forward to it, and I am looking into getting StreamYard working for myself so that I can have guests on my own. It is exciting, Nina, and I'm kind of like, if people are using StreamYard, then it should be possible to somehow do that. It's live both on their channel and on my channel. I have seen it done. Becca over at Crime and Craft does that all the time when she's live with Mickey Sunshine. They are live on both their channels, so it should be possible. I just need to figure out how. And it is some setting with StreamYard. So, yeah, I have to figure that out, how that is done. Because that would be interesting, I think. At least I think so. I love it, Angel. Bling, I heard Bling. I need to watch your video, Angel. I haven't gotten that far yet. But yeah. After this, there is the Your Live, and then I think I'm gonna go spend some time with David if I can drag him away from his computer. Right, Don? I can't wait. And I can't wait to let you know who I'm going to chit chat with. It's going to be so exciting. Can't wait. Yeah. And then once I figure out this whole StreamYard thingy, I am going to see if I can bring guests here. But I want it to be, I want it to be friends of the channel, both other creators, but also, people without a channel. People that come here regularly. See, words. Just, so that people can get to know them like I know you guys. So, yeah. So, no shyness if I'm ever going to ask you, like, come, let's have a chit chat. Let people get to know you. And you all be like, no. But, yeah, it's all going to be here eventually. Yeah. Oh, and the kitties aren't happy campers tonight. The grass in their enclosure was getting pretty high, so David was out there um, mowing it down. And then when they got out again, Max was kind of looking up at him like, "What did you do to my hiding spot?" Because you would see him out there just laying in the grass, and it would be not high enough to cover him, but high enough that he would, lay there and not be completely visible. Does that make sense? You could see him, but he would be surrounded by grass. Does that make sense? So yeah, he's not a happy camper. His grass is gone. The downside to that is that now we have grass in there, and that is gonna clump in his fur. So we're gonna have grass all over for a few days, maybe even more. But it's okay. I mean, we just need to get Dora running some more. Which reminds me, I need to get her running. Oh, oh. What's with the yawning, you guys? Oh, I know. I woke up too early and I got to bed too late. So David was out biking today. So he usually goes to bed a little earlier. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll be in soon. And I just need to finish this video and then I'll be in. And 2 hours later, I fell asleep watching a video. So I had to watch the rest of it today. But I'm like, oh gosh, damn it. It was. How do I fall asleep watching a YouTube video that is really, really interesting? I must have been tired. But yeah, I got to bed too late and got up an hour and a half earlier than my alarm clock. So maybe that's why. At least I wasn't woken up by David coughing. He's. Where did that drill go? I just had a drill wanting to pop off. Yeah, he's been coughing and had a runny nose and whatnot. He says he got it from me, but I didn't have a runny nose. So that one he got all on his own. And we're kind of like, so everybody here is getting the this C thing, the COVID thing, again and again and again. It's so crazy how it keeps coming back. So it's like, I wonder if that's what you have, but we don't have the test. And he's going like, well, if I have it, then I got it from you. And like, but who says that I have it because you have it? I mean, well, you were coughing. I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't mean I have it. I mean, you've been out and about way more than I have, you know? So the odds are that he dragged it home. It really doesn't matter. We're just waiting for that coughing and runny nose to be over. Maybe I do need to go to bed earlier tonight. Not that I am very good at that. I always have the intention of going to bed at no later than 2. I have the intention, and I might succeed 1 out of 15, 20 days. I'm not very good at it. I have the intentions. Every day I go like, okay, so 1:30, the alarm clock goes off. Um, you need to take your medicine, and then you pack away all your stuff that you're using for knitting or diamond painting, and then you go to bed. That's the intention. But then 1:30 comes around, I turn off the alarm clock, and then I keep diamond painting or knitting and listening to my audiobook or watching something on YouTube and all of a sudden it's like 3 a.m. and I'm like, okay, well, I didn't succeed today either. Are you trying for 3 a.m., Tammy? Yeah. I mean, that is usually around that time. Well, sometimes it's about 2:30 or 3 when we get to bed, and it's bad. I mean, I have to get up by 10:20 the next day. So if I don't go to bed until 3, that's 7 hours of sleep. And I mean, a lot of people can work with 7 hours of sleep, but I kind of, it's so weird because I can work on maybe 6 hours of sleep, but then eventually I'm like, mm, you know. And then the other day, Tuesday, when we had all these handymans over, we had to get up at 7, and it took me days to, get that lost sleep back in. I'm like, I do not, I know my body doesn't work like that. I can't get that early, get up that early. It messes with my inner system here. But sometimes you have to. I mean, if you have um, handyman coming over, you need to be up. You need to show them what to do and where it is and stuff like that. Because we had the water heater repaired Tuesday, and then it wasn't done correctly, so they were out here again on Wednesday. And on Tuesday, we also had the guy from, the one that comes out and assess how much damage your house has, um, to see how much they need to do to get rid of the water damage to the house, which apparently it isn't so bad. So they need to set up, what are they called, those machines that draw away moisture from walls and stuff? What are they called? I know what they're called in Danish, but that doesn't help when I need to say it in English. Um, I want to see demoisturizers, but I'm pretty sure that isn't it. Let's ask. Let's ask Google. Auffuchte, Nina. Mm. Dehumidifier. This machine that they will put up, and then we need to remove some things. Yeah, dehumidifier. Um, so that the walls and whatnot can dry. I'm like, okay, so how big is that thing gonna be, and how long is it going to be here? Because that's the thing as well. Because apparently it looks right, Nina. Kind of, yeah. So it's going to, if I remember correctly, they want it to run 24/7 for an amount of time. But yeah, well, we'll see. We haven't heard anything back yet. The other day, insurance wrote to David like, "We've got back these reports, but we do have some questions for this guy that we need to answer before we can blah blah blah." And David was like, "Okay, so this report from this guy, will we be able to see that one? I don't know if you got an answer, um, but yeah, it's a lot, and half of it I can't explain because I don't know the words, and I don't. I mean, some of them I don't even know in Danish, and I'm like, okay, that isn't my strong suit, but okay, if you say so." It's kind of like you can tell me anything you want, and I believe you because I don't know anything about it, you know. Yeah. What else is going on? Well, not really a whole lot. I'm kind of jealous of the American New Kids fans because they had a live show with iHeartRadio the other day, and I wanted to see that, but because you don't live in the U.S., you can't see it. It was CBS, maybe. And I'm like, I want to see that one. Hopefully, somebody recorded it so that I can. Okay, Angel, you're gonna head off. Some things to do. Love ya. Love you too, Angel. See you in a while on your channel. So yeah, where was I? I lost myself. What was I talking about? My brain, you guys. What was I talking about? Um, I'm totally lost. What's going on in here? I can't even remember what we were talking about. Anywho, we were talking about the week to come. Okay, Tammy, you can do that. I still need to figure out where to go next. Hopefully, the weather will be okay again soon so that I can go make some more videos. Get lost somewhere Oh, you love the animals? I love the animals. And those raspberries were so good. I think I need to take a bowl up there and then, you know, harvest some more of them and bring them home. I don't think there is enough to make some sort of jam or anything. And by the way, before I would even get to that, most of them would end up in my mouth. I love raspberries. And those were so big. So I do need to get up there again. I was making you hungry for raspberries, Tammy. They're so good. Sweet and enormous. I mean, usually when I see raspberries, they're kind of like little ones, but these were like so big. But yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, that's it. Um, I don't know. Do we have more to talk about today? I mean, it doesn't have to be 2 hours every time, right? Oh yeah, I was babysitting Rosa on Tuesday evening, and she'd been sick, so I didn't have her Monday. So when I arrived Tuesday afternoon, she was oh so happy to see me, and I've missed you, and I've been waiting for you the entire day. Dramatic as a 4-year-old can be. And her daddy left, and she hadn't had dinner, so my brother had said, if she gets hungry, you can make this and this for her, right? Okay, okay, I can do that. And then he had barely left the house before she was hungry, of course. She had said no whenever my brother was asking. Um, hang on. Nina, I think I will wish you a good night, Nina, and a good Sunday to all. Ah, thank you, Nina. Have a great sleep, and let's chat soon. Um, so yeah, I got there and we cuddled and just were. She couldn't watch TV because she'd done something bad. So we were, sitting in the couch and she was getting books and stuff like that. And I was teasing her and tickling her, And then she went to the bathroom before I was going to brush her teeth. And she got kind of excited, and she really had to pee. So when she got up on the toilet, she stumbled and fell forward. And the bathroom is so small, so even a 4-year-old that's falling forward off the toilet will hit their head on the tiles, and she did. So basically, she was crying, well, screaming that I hit my head and I'm really gonna pee. And well, at least she didn't pee on the floor or anything. She got up on the toilet, and I was, cuddling her and said, "It's okay, you're a big girl," and whatnot. And then we got her upstairs, and I told her, get undressed, and I'll be there in a second. I just need to go pick up the books that you chose for me to read. So while I was downstairs, she was like, "Auntie, should I just crawl up on the table?" I was like, "Yes, thank you." So when I got up there, she was on her table already. So it took no time at all to give her that night diaper on and then put her into bed. And I don't know what happened. Then she got a little sour faced. And when I went to say goodbye, she wouldn't. I mean, I would tell her good night. She would like, "I don't want to say good night to you." I was like, "Okay, you don't have to." Then I would say, "I love you." It was like, "I don't love you." So she was a little If she'd been two, I would have said she was a little terrible too, but he's almost six. She's four, so I don't know. She was mad about something, which is fine. I mean, you don't have to like or love everybody, but she was a little annoyed that day. That day. Then a few days later, she and my brother was out here because he needed to borrow something. And David kind of said, okay, we're busy out here, so if you want to borrow it, you have to come pick it up yourself. So he did, and he had Rosa with him. And when she got out here, she was like, I showed the way because Daddy didn't know where we were going and stuff like that. And my brother was like, yeah, well, truth with modification. So she basically just ran in, knows where everything is, and my brother asked for water, and he asked, Rosa, do you want something to drink? Like, no, no, I'm just drinking out of my own flask, my own bottle. And so I was like, yeah, she has her own bottle out here. So I just put in some fresh water, and she got it. But then again, she got a little because, she's rolling sand all over. And I was like, you need to go get ready. We're going home. Then she was throwing herself on the couch, and instead of, cleaning up her toys, she goes, but I'm tired. It's like, well, that might be, but you have to, clean up all the toys. But I'm tired. It's like, you know what? I get it, but you still have to clean. Then she gets a little angry, because, yeah, 4-year-old, very dramatic. And I really have to bite my tongue to not laugh out loud. She's so funny. And she's kind of like, nobody's figured this out. I'm the first one, and you don't know what it's like. And I'm like, sometimes I tell her, when I was a little girl at your age, I blah, blah, blah. And she goes, so you tried something like me? It's like, sure. I mean, it was different back then, but I mean, if we did something wrong, our parents would let us know right away, right? Yeah. You know what, you guys? I think we're gonna end it like 10 minutes earlier today. Um, then hopefully I will see all of you over in Angel's Live in about 20 minutes. I would love to see you over there, and I would love to see next Sunday where we can do a mini celebration of my birthday and our wedding anniversary and everybody else's birthday. So yeah, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. And hopefully, I will see you all next week. So, yeah, take care, everybody. I love you all. And have a great week. Bye, everybody. Take care. Love you all. Bye.